If you don't control your words after today, one careless sentence can quietly destroy a relationship you thought would last forever. And the most shocking part? This warning is only for 3 zodiac signs. If you belong to one of them, you cannot afford to ignore this. You've probably already felt it, moments where you said something small but it turned into something big. A simple reply, a casual joke, or even a truth you spoke at the wrong time, and suddenly everything changed. Distance grew. Silence followed. And you were left wondering, did I really say something that bad? Listen carefully, because what I'm about to reveal is not just astrology. It's a pattern that has been repeating in your life, again and again. And before we go deeper, if you've ever lost someone because of your words, or if you feel like people misunderstand you often, then this message is especially for you. Don't skip even a second, because later in this video, I'm going to reveal a powerful way to control this energy before it damages something important again. Now here's the truth most people don't realize. Your words are not just words. They carry energy. And for some zodiac signs, that energy is sharp, fast, and sometimes dangerous. Not because you're a bad person, but because your mind moves faster than your emotions can catch up. You speak before you process. You react before you reflect. And by the time you realize what happened, it's already too late. Now, let's talk about the first zodiac sign that needs to be extremely careful. Gemini, you are the master of words. You know exactly what to say, how to say it, and when to say it. People admire your communication skills. You can charm anyone, convince anyone, even win arguments without trying too hard. But here's your hidden problem. You don't always realize the impact of your words. You speak quickly, sometimes without emotional filtering. And because your mind is always racing, you often say things just to fill silence, or to express a passing thought. But to the other person, it doesn't feel like just a thought. It feels real. It feels intentional. And this is where problems begin. You may joke about something sensitive. You may say something casually that hits someone deeply. Or you may change your words later, making people feel confused about your true intentions. And slowly, people start pulling away. Not because they don't like you, but because they don't feel emotionally safe. Gemini, your biggest lesson is this. Not everything that comes to your mind needs to be spoken. Sometimes silence is more powerful than intelligence. Sometimes holding back a sentence can save a relationship. And if you're still watching, it means you're ready to understand yourself deeper. So stay with me, because the next sign might shock you even more. Now, let's talk about the second zodiac sign, Aries. You don't think before you speak. You feel, and then you fire. Your words come straight from your emotions, raw, intense, and sometimes explosive. You don't like hiding things. You don't believe in sugarcoating. And honestly, that's your strength. But it's also your biggest weakness. Because not everyone can handle your honesty. Not everyone is ready for your intensity. And when you speak in anger, your words don't just hurt. They burn. You might regret it later. You might even apologize. But the damage? It stays. People remember how you made them feel. And Aries, in heated moments, you can say things that leave scars. The truth is, you don't mean to hurt people. You just want to express yourself. But your timing, your tone, your delivery, that's where things go wrong. You need to understand something very important. Your power is not in speaking louder. It's in choosing when to stay calm. Because the moment you control your reaction, you become unstoppable. And if you've ever thought, why do small arguments turn into big fights in my life? This is your answer. Now don't go anywhere, because the third zodiac sign on this list might be the most dangerous of all when it comes to words. Scorpio. You don't speak often, but when you do, your words go deep. Very deep. You observe everything. You remember everything. And when you feel hurt, betrayed, or disrespected, you don't react immediately. You wait. You store it. And then one day, you release it all at once. And that moment, it's intense. Because you don't just speak. You expose. You bring up truths people wanted to hide. You say things that hit directly at someone's weakest point. And yes, that feels powerful. But it also creates irreversible damage. Because Scorpio, your words are not just reactions. They are weapons. And when you use them emotionally, you can destroy trust completely. The biggest challenge for you is not silence. It's control. Because once you decide to speak your pain, you don't hold back. And sometimes what you say cannot be taken back, no matter how much you try later. If you're still here, it means this message is reaching you for a reason. Gemini, Aries, Scorpio. These are the 3 signs that need to be extremely mindful of their words right now. Because the energy around you is sensitive. Relationships are fragile. And one wrong sentence can create distance that takes months, or even years to fix. But don't worry, this is not a curse. This is awareness. And awareness gives you power. Here's what you need to start doing from today. Pause before you respond. Even if it's just for 3 seconds. Ask yourself, will this sentence create peace or create damage? If the answer is not clear, stay silent. Because silence has never destroyed a relationship, but careless words have. Also, start noticing patterns. Who gets hurt by your words the most? When do you speak harshly? Is it when you're stressed? Angry? Feeling ignored? That's where your real work begins. Because your words are not the problem. Your emotions are. And once you learn to manage your emotions, your communication becomes powerful, not painful. And now, before this message ends, I want you to do something important. In the comments, type your zodiac sign. Not just to engage, but to acknowledge this message. Because when you accept your pattern, you begin to change it. Also, like this video if you've ever felt misunderstood because of your words, because you're not alone. And subscribe right now, because the next message I bring might protect you from a mistake you haven't even made yet. Remember, your words can either build your world or slowly break it. The choice is always yours.